happy Sunday. Today is a Sunday, September 1st. Welcome to join May We Talk Show Sister Movie online screen. So for this screen, we're going to play the new movie, Blooming Sister. And I invite a press reporter and also some of the movie lovers to join the criticism and watching the internal watch of this movie. So I hope everyone can ask questions and give you a comment and share your comment with us. Thank you. Now I'm going to start to share. Thank you for watching this movie. I'm glad to have the participants come to this event. And they are Yumi and Shiny and Larry.
Shiny is here. Sorry, I'm in Dallas, but I'm travel right now.
Because today is a kind of a criticism review, I'll give a simple summary of this movie. Because I wrote this script 10 years ago. That time I was trying to film it in China when I was living in Hong Kong. But unfortunately, it wasn't a good time, different reasons. So I haven't been able to film it until I came to Dallas and got it finally filmed. And I'm very glad that I have over 60 volunteers to help me with this movie and make it happen. And I also have Richard Tyson to join this movie. And I think the most beautiful thing is the music, that I got support from a great musician, Stephen Kara, who provided his support for all the music for this movie. And I think it helps a lot to explain the stories. So this is based on the true stories that happened 10 years ago. It's a mini version for the mid-income class, the women. They help each other go through the adversities. Myself, personally, I like these stories a lot because I think the story about the little, we call that the little figures in the big area, it's also the description, the comparison of the humanity, dark side of the humanity and also the bright side, the coldness, and the rude and all the selfishness. Those are the dark side of a humanity, and the bright side is it's like an unconditional love for the kids, unconditional love for the lovers, for the family. It's a willingness to sacrifice the self-interest just for protection for the family, and also the great love from the mother for the children. I would like to hear your and comments about this movie. Let's start from Shiny.
What? You call me first. I come here a bit late, so I missed part of scenery. But I really admire your encouragement, because this is the story only you can tell. And I really admire your both and your big mind can shoot to be a movie. To shoot this story only you can tell. It also compared to the Hong Kong right now. Your ending part with the Hong Kong is really the audience with tears. From your story to Hong Kong right now, really related. And I love your all the theme inside. For Oriental person, it was really touching. I'm not sure about America. What the Americans say, what other I didn't use American mind to see your movie today. Next time I will try.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and then if only one suggestion I know you already have a lot of imagination part inside, hiding behind the scenery. That's good. And I would think about use of photography, hiding more creativity, imagination inside. That's the only suggestion I feel. But everything is good. I really admire you have this in especially this happen in Dallas, you know. And I have a bone art in the UTD every April, in the UTD campus. I really hope we can do something with you again, in next April. Have more people, more American know this movie. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, it's not that easy because, we film in Dallas and we have to exhibit the feature of Hong Kong. So I spent a lot of time go through these footages. It's not perfect. I know if we could have more budget, we could do better because we're going to shoot everything. It will make, difference. But,
Yeah.
but this is all we got because, to be honest, we don't have enough budget for these, and we have to complete within a week. Kind of, limit it to what we have. Yeah.
No, we
Okay.
have spent 100 movie scenes, so we could finish filming in 1 week. Even to Hollywood producer and actor, they said it's impossible, but we made it. Yes.
Yeah. Our next, I think, our friend from Japan. Hi, Yumi. How are you? Can you tell us what you think?
Thank you. Classic ballet scene very, very, very important.
Yeah, because Yumi was in Cannes Film Festival and she joined our screening during the Cannes Film Festival. Yumi, this is your second time watch this movie, right?
Can you tell us more about your event in April? So next time we can join together.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my third. I already done 2 years. I start from 2 years ago. I have a bone art show in the UTD campus. My first year, I invite Taiwan artists with artistic artists, 8 of them, in the UTD campus, and Dallas Richardson Mayor come award us for the UTD Autism Awareness Day in the UTD campus on April 1st. So my second year of April 1st, I go back for another art show. And this time I have a American artist join us with the Taiwanese artist. I only have one Chinese artist. I'm try to have more next year. And then I have still have 8 or 9 artistic artists from Taiwan, and then 1 from Dallas. So that's my this year show. The theme is creativity, and next year, actually, I don't know, it will be my 3rd or 4th year. I wanna do the film festival. I don't know how hard it will be, but I plan for it. Maybe not next year. Maybe I need 1 more year to plan this. So that's why when I come back to Dallas, I will back on middle of October. So maybe we can meet on November, and then we think about how hard or how much we need to do for the film festival coming to Dallas. And then I also think about the film also for non-Broadway show film too. So I want to do maybe your show and then combine with the other film. Any possible or any connect that you have, we can think about, and then critical thinking about our future. I call my show is a bone art. Start from bong bong story time. Bong bong doesn't mean bang bang in the Chinese, and also it's a bouncing. So we always can bouncing to different fire plug to stimulate and grow together our personality. So that's my art is bone art in Broome in UTD campus. And also this year, I also go to Harvard University, have a 1-day show. The Harvard Public Health, the professor invited us. So we have a 1-day show in the Harvard. So sounds good. I have accidentally come out some good connection. So I think for our future film festival, have a more improvement I can do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
so
Yeah.
that's what I did right now. And then these in past 2 years, I invite many artists that have a Zoom meeting recording for our art thing. So I have a Jason's line, so maybe later on I can join you as a group. I can share what my Bourbon Art Zoom art club have all the speech recording, and I can share with you. And in the future,
Okay.
I'm looking forward the film festival with you all.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, we definitely can do something together if you come to Dallas, because this is where I base, and we
That's
have,
35
yeah,
years.
yeah, and we have a Superstar Art Foundation nonprofit organization. I think we've already doing Superstar Award Gala, Superstar Award, and Miss Economic World events. So we could definitely, put those episodes together and do
I look
something great.
for this happen.
Yeah. Hi, and now is it Larry able to talk?
I think I got it. Excuse my hair.
Oh, here he is.
I'm working.
Okay. So I don't know if you had a chance to watch the whole movie, but I would appreciate if you could give your comments and how you feel
Sure.
about this movie.
I like the acting. I like the storyline. Of course, I don't speak Chinese, or I think it was in Chinese, right? So I didn't understand it, and it's hard for me to read fast. But
Oh,
I enjoyed it.
okay, good. So what's the part you like the most?
Uh, the interaction with the husband and wife and the children, and um, there's I do like movies, but there's nothing specific that I can think of that I can say right now.
Maybe, yeah, it's a little bit hard for the foreigner to understand the background because back in 10 years ago, property price is really high. Some people couldn't afford to buy the new home. In this movie, they're trying to buy a second home, so second
Mhm.
property, yeah, close to the school, so that
Yeah,
can ensure, the
it's for the
son,
children. Yeah,
can go to the school. Then, in order to get the bank loan for the property, they planned a fake divorce
yeah.
so that they can get the bank loan. Yeah, and then all these, that's how the story happened. The drama starts.
Yeah. So I'm just curious. What the sound was a little bit hard to hear. So is that going to be fixed, or is that just because of the Zoom, or what?
It would be ideal if we could redo all the audios
Uh-huh.
because some of the voice is recorded on the site, and
Hmm.
it sometimes with the noise and in different places, so it's
Yeah.
kind of mixed up, those noises. But
Yeah, I
unfortunately,
tried to help on one of the actors' voices,
yeah,
and so that's really not my voice. I was trying to match his voice, but I only
yeah,
did I think two parts, and so
yeah.
it was very hard for me to do it on the computer because I'd have to, and I just ran out of time. So if I would have had more time, and I apologize that I wasn't able to do the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, we fixed most of it. As you see, we used some of the AI voice to replace the original voice from Richard Tyson, but we
Hmm.
keep his own voice at the bar, where he work out and his speech. So the rest of the voice in the office and that is all replaced with AI voice.
Okay.
Yeah. So we found some voice that's close to him, but again, it's not ideal, but at least
Yeah.
it helps the noises, remove
All
the
right.
noise.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
what Larry talk about that the echoing today we heard maybe it's from the maybe May you have two computer in the same area, so when you
Yeah.
play the video, and then the other screen was echoing. I think that's why. What talk about that the echo sound we heard is a too zoom, too close in the one room.
Oh, you heard the echo. Okay. Yeah, because I use the phone to join when I was away from the computer. So I'm trying to see.
And your phone and then the computer, maybe one of them need to off and you didn't do it. But that's okay for the copyright.
Yeah. All right. And we have Sherry just joined.
Hi, 大家好。
你好. Yes.
Yeah, Shani is temporary in Singapore right now.
I'm in Los Angeles. 你好。
Yeah. So I would like you to give some comments, if you could, in terms of the the relationships, like the love, the family love, the love between the lovers, and the love from the parents to the children. These are the three important relationships as a woman, in this society. So I'm gonna share the email here, so that if you have any comments later, or you want to send some articles, we have the Superstar magazine. We could publish.
I just get the message from some friend, so I say, I want to know how I want to come to support. I don't really get a chance to watch the movie anything, so I like to hear what you guys talking about that. Hear a little bit about the background. So exciting! No Chinese making such a good movies.
Yes, yeah, it's really exciting for me because this is my second movie I've done in Dallas. My first one is called Lost in 24. It's about the human organ trafficking. And again, I couldn't, shoot it somewhere else. I just choose Dallas to shoot. And it turns out, it's like it's also an independent movie, indie narrative. We took it to the film festivals in Milan, New York, London, and Hollywood. So you can find these two movies' profile in IMDb as well. The Blooming Sisters and the Lost in 24. For this movie, Blooming Sisters, we have signed a deal with the distributor, who's the agent company for Sony Music. So they're gonna push it to the online platforms. So I think it'll be good for us, at least for a small budget movie. We found a venue to cooperate in Dallas, so we're gonna do a monthly screen in Dallas. But we're also looking for the partners in other cities.
Oh, that's the amazing good part. Great.
I like the Shakespeare's quotes the most. So it described the 5 different chapters. It actually is the 5 different stages of their life. So in the first chapter is when they were young. They're at dancing school. They're so naive. They are full of, they have a dream, for their futures. When you see their dance, it's just so beautiful, so naive and so romantic. But then when it comes to the real life, they start a different path. Miss Yang went to get married. Husband is good. Everything looks perfect. And Zhao Shaoli become a bank clerk. Romantic dream. She still had a romantic dream and trying to get an ideal husband, just like a young Xiaoshao. But then the reality just kind of beat her heart, just because she really wants to give a birth to the children in Hong Kong, and it was not supported, and that idea was not supported by her husband, and she has to get in a fight with her husband, and that is a contradiction of your dream and the reality. So we use the Shakespeare's quotes. Those violent options cause the violent ends. That's what it says.
How you can director and then conductor everything. Where you learn the background you learn.
Oh, back in 10 years ago, I was working as an investment banker So I was able to get in a financing deal of two big budget Hollywood movie. One is Escape Plan 2, and another one is The Revenant. So
Wow.
yeah, so those I had a chance. I was lucky to have a chance to deal with the Hollywood production team, and also get to know the professional directors. The way I watched a lot of movies. Like I said, I watched two movies, but now is less. I used to watch one movie a day, so that's kind of
Wow.
my personally, yeah, I personally I like the thriller, the suspense, and the fiction, magic movie a lot. So yeah, that's also in my pipeline. My next movie is fantasy movie, like suspense. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, you just have to, since I moved to Dallas, it's kind of, the COVID starts. So you don't really have much chance to do anything else but stay home. And I think which is good for me is because it leaves you a lot of time to think about what you really want and what is really matters to your life, So that's how I started to create. And I discovered my talent of artistic. So I paint a lot. I did 20 pieces of reproduction of the world famous paintings, and I published a book.
So we can do you
And
too.
yeah, I could share with you the book. So the next I'm going to publish in the second book is how I did.
You can find picture to represent this movie, and another 5 painting for represent your first movie. Use 5 picture tell your movie story, and for the action.
Yeah, I can. It's they are all related. Art are
And you
related, and
just paint the movie screen. It's
yeah.
make it easier.
Thank you. Yeah. So if you have a chance, I would also like to showcase the Lost in 24. It actually is. I like that movie also. That's my first directing movie. I had a very interesting experience because I used to be the film producer. Like I said, I got into financing deal, and then until last year, when I wanted to start my first movie, Lost in 24, I had a team in Colorado that's willing to work with me. But then the last minute, they quit. They couldn't help me with that project because they have another project. And we had our lead actress is a mother role in Colorado, so she couldn't come to Dallas. And and then I just decided to jump in to play the lead role because I already have my team in Dallas to set up and ready for everything. I couldn't just give it up. So that made me made that choice. So that made my that's the big decision for me because that's my first time acting and directing. So yeah, I think it's when you really do it. I know that a lot of people might be afraid when you first time being an actor and you never do that before. But when you really start to do it, you think it's not a big deal, It's I just did it, And then when I took this movie for the submission to the film festival, I was initially apply for the best director, best narrative film, and then surprisingly, my first award I won is from the Rome Movie Awards, who gave me the best actress award for the Lost in 24. And I was very surprised. And, I mean, it's a happy surprise, of course. So I think that gave me a lot of encouragement for doing my second movie. And you see, the second time I do this Blooming Sister, I think it's much better than the first movie. in terms of the quality of the movie. Although it's very different stories. I like both stories. They are very different type, just like two different person. There's no comparison because they are all my, works. I like them a lot, but you see the changes, the way I direct and tell the stories. It's different. Yumi, hello.
Thank you.
Yeah, Yumi is a Japanese painter. As you see
Yes.
the painting she's putting behind her.
Thank you. Very good movie. I'm very happy.
Thank you. I hope you can write something to me, okay?
I hope very famous painter, America, Europe, 北斎浮世絵ペインター
Thank you. Yeah. So we are developing a museum in Dallas. So hopefully, when it's built, we have the place to demonstrate all the artwork from different countries, for the artists. I would like to include your painting too. Thank you.
How about your museum? What's the museum?
It's called the Royal Han Palace. It's a royal style big mansion house that we're going to build. And we're going to demonstrate the royal family's collections, artworks. And we're going to host a show, in Dallas.
Close to McKinney, Frisco, which area?
South part of south town. South part of, it's the reason I'm giving the name Royal Han Palace is because my family is from the royal family Liu from Han Dynasty. I'm the 73rd generation descendant from the first king of Han Dynasty. So I wanted to build to worship our culture and heritage. I think it's very important for every nation. It's we have to remember where we come from and be proud of who we are.
Yes.
And this is not just for us, but for the generation, our next generation. I want it to be the iconic building that people would like to visit and go once they land Dallas. Yeah. And it's not just Dallas. Yeah, it's only our first site. I intend to build 100 sites. So I'm going to work with financial institution. Yeah, that's a big one. So we definitely need some funding support. That's why, we're talking with some professional investors. This is my goal, my dream house, and I think also for others, many others.
Okay, Jason, your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, Jason.
Thank you. I want to thank you, every friend to come. This is very precious for us. Even though we don't have a lot of people, I think that's fine because quality is more than quantity. And I really appreciate, I want to thank God because without God, we cannot make it for this movie. Over 60 actors, actresses, it's not easy to put them together in one movie, and we finish filming within 1 week. So without God's help, we cannot do it because we are so weak. We cannot do anything, but God can do anything. So this is, I really like the story because May is very talented and she knows a lot of things, and God gave her a lot of grace and a lot of gifts. So she wants to utilize those gifts. I think that's very amazing. So even though her target shooting is better than me, I was serving in Taiwan's army for 2 years. So we had military training. So even my target shooting was not precise as she does. So she's very, very, very good for the target. She almost got the target. So That's amazing. And for the movie part, I really thank God for me to meet May last year. And this year, starting from this year, she asked me if I can help to make a movie, Blooming Sisters. I told her, I don't have any experience. How can I do? She said, just to become my assistant producer. So I say, just let me know what kind of job description I can help. She said, just help me to find those movie scenes and casting those actors, actresses. I say, okay, I can do that because I know a lot of people. I can help with this job. So that's why, I don't know if you noticed that I was a role, Sun Zongjian, a director's son in the movie. I was beating very hard. And I know some friends, even my uncle, he thought that was real. He said, what happened to you? I say, in a movie. So I think that's very interesting. Before I was on the stage for some dramas. I was performing as a Qing Dynasty emperor on the stage all the time. And meeting May, I became Han Dynasty emperor. So from 200 years ago to 2,000 years ago, that was interesting. And when May asked me, hey, can you help me to act as my ancestor, Emperor Han Dynasty? I said, okay. So that's why after finish the movie, we went to Hollywood Red Carpet event in March, and we went to Cannes Film Festival in May. So we just put down the rolling rope of Han Dynasty. And when people saw us on the red carpet, they asked us a question. Always the question, can I have a picture with you? We said, sure. So that's why we had a lot of pictures with people who want to take pictures with us. So I think that's a cultural presentation because we represent the Chinese culture. So we are Chinese. We like to let our culture to be known by a lot of people. So I really like to communicate with those Japanese friends in France this time because it's very interesting to know other people's culture. So I really appreciate Yumi to come here today. So she always click on like on our Facebook. So thank you very much. We want to become good friends and make this whole world very peaceful as our heart. Okay. So also I really appreciate Larry. Larry, I met him last year in one business convention. I asked her for help to voice over one of the actors. So he could help a little bit, even though not the whole part, he helped. So I really appreciate your heart to help. Maybe in the future, we are going to have another movie or other movies. We need actors. So if you like, we welcome you to join us so we can work together to make this world more meaningful. Okay, that's what what I want to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason, for the help in this movie, and he's really helping a lot, doing a lot of things. And like I said, I also believe that we got God's help for everything. It's all blessed. I think it's because this movie is a humanitarian movie that I make it to be the mission of my foundation, because I committed that I'm going to do one movie a year to promote humanitarian. I think this is really important in our society because there's so many unfairness, discriminations, the wars, and all kinds of the issues that's going on in this world. And it's not healthy for our environment, for us, and for our next generations. So we need to make change. And the way that we want to make change is through our artworks. So this is why I'm doing the movie. And it's a challenge, you know, especially I work with the movie industry, you know, producers. It's not easy to get a movie done if you don't have enough money. You know, I used to think so. When I was a producer for 7 movies, you know, I couldn't imagine that things would happen today, that I can make movies, 2 movies, without a big budget. It's impossible for me. You know, like this movie, I was trying to do it 10 years ago, and that time I had more money than I'm not right now. I didn't make it happen. Why? I keep thinking about these questions, and I finally, I think I found the answer. It's because when you're doing the right things, you would get the help from the God. I think this is the answer I got.
And also, I like to appreciate our friends from Wen Youhui, Sherry 老师 and Shiny 老师. So you are all, I know you are all writers. So you are very professional in your field. So hopefully work together to make movie in the future.
I know Jason because 这个我刚刚写的book I just wrote. The little girl comes from Taiwan and turn into an American lady. And this book has lots of start with family history. So that's my daughter said, Mom, we should make this story a movie to memorize our family, our background. And meanwhile, that's how I started contact with Jason. Say, hey, my daughter like to take some actress class. And meanwhile, when they talking about you used to have money and then make it happen, now you make it happen. I think that's because right now you feel like I want to do it. And you don't care of before, until you make the final decision, you're always thinking, oh, maybe I'm not prepared enough here, I'm not prepared there. Until right now you say, no, I'm going to go. And I really appreciate that I'm joining this meeting and learn this part of your history. Make myself feel very encouraging. Say, hey, yeah, maybe we don't need to wait until the last minute. And I hear you just shooting a movie for 1 week.
Yes.
You have to make a really good schedule for that. I'm telling you.
I know Sherry humble, but Sherry recently earned a lot of award from literature from one. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I really so exciting to hear you guys have such a limited budget and limited resource and can make this happen. And when will you come to LA again?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the chance to go there because we're trying to find some venues to showcase this movie, you know, because ideally in cinemas and theater, you know, but sometimes, you know, it really depending on whether we are able to get some support or get something, you know, it's not that easy, you know.
Okay. Yeah, let me know next time if you are in town. If anything I can help, I'll be more than happy to help.
Yeah. Thank you.
And
the next time we go to LA, we should need to get together, you know.
Yeah. Or maybe I put some connection for you so we can send me a link. So let me know a little bit more about it.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
For Shiny and Sherry, I just want to let you know we come from Taiwan, and we have already registered a movie for Taiwan's gold horse award. So get selected, we are going to fly to Taiwan.
So November, right? I will be there in November.
November, yes.
Yeah.
So we are
So, and I'd like to know during the shooting time or during the preparation times, what's the biggest obstacle for you to make you say, oh, why I do this, or I don't want to go up? Do you ever run into that stage?
You mean shooting this movie?
Yeah,
The
yes.
difficulty, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, we of course we have some challenges. Like I said, we only have, because that time we had Richard Tyson on board, and he's only, Richard Tyson is the Hollywood actor that's playing the role, you know, of Wall Street investor, the Jackson's role. So he only have 3 days for us, and we have to, you know, put all his works together to get it done within his. The location for his part of the scene are kind of separated. It's not in one location. There's the office, there's a club. And that time when he arrives, we supposed to get some location, but the location was not provided us on time. So that caused the delay of the shooting, you know, during the shooting. Just like, you know, during the movie, you see there's two big events going on in the same location. The first one is the elite dating meeting, okay? The second scene is the wedding place. So when at the beginning, when we choose a location, we talk to different restaurants, and you know, they're all asking for a lot of money, you know, like the cost, which, you know, so we can't use the hotels and we can't use other restaurants because they're charging us too much. We find a place, it's like an event center for elders, and they will provide. But the problem with that, the place is they promise us to open on in the morning. So when all the crew members, everybody go there, we are ready to go. And then they have their own events going on. That's not fun.
Yeah.
So that's like internal communication problems generally. So, and then we had Richard Tyson arrived at the site, and he's ready too. So it's like, so we have to wait until their event is finished. So we kind of waste half the day to get those things done, and that's one of yeah. And you know, I mean, the most of the time it's good, but we still make it up, you know, the speed up, and I have to change a little bit of the story and the content of something we couldn't achieve with the locations. But yeah, because the challenge we have, like we have a custom office, you know, it's hard to film. You don't have that in Dallas, so we have to use the other places to replace, to make it look like, and also you have to adjust the way the camera position to fake, you know, the location. And of course, there's also the shooting, the film. It also gives a lot of challenge to the photographer because it's not in a real place that's really happening, you know. Yeah. So like we when we film the police office, and in the jail when they see each other, and also in custom when they're crossing the customs border, we film it at the office building. We get it done. So these are the difficulties that we have. I never have this problem before. If you find the real location, you always go to the real locations to film. You know, you always borrow the police office, or you know, for the police office scene, right? And you never have to fake the location. You know, it's hard. And also when we do the hospital scenes, we can't possibly get a hospital. Instead, we got a warehouse, like a storage room for from a clinic.
Mhm.
So they were just putting the beds together and trying to make it look like the hospital rooms.
Hospital. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's, those are the challenges. It has a bigger challenges on the setup of the location than shooting the
Itself.
and directing work itself. Yeah, the preparation work just it's beyond. Yeah, yeah.
Am I wrong? You are not major in movie, right? I hear you are used to work in the financial investing, finance
Yeah.
investing. That's how you start the whole thing.
Yeah, I think for me, being as a director, my previous experience being as a banker,
Mhm.
I think it gives me the ability to make a good schedule. Because directing a movie, it's all about the preparation work you need to do.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, like the artwork preparation and location setup, camera setup, lightings, actors, actress. We did some, we did a little trainings with the actors when we do an audition, but not a lot. But I think the greatest part of this movie is that we have so many unprofessional actors and actresses. They all exhibit their best talent in acting. And I think really matters is they listen to the instruction, and that's very important. Yeah, when you guide a team, imagine that if one of them don't follow your instructions, it's gonna drag the whole schedule. It's gonna make the whole schedule delayed. So being a cooperative in a teamwork is very important. Yeah, that's how you make things happen. And there was a problem happened in my first movie because some people don't listen to my instruction. Some of the actors, they have their own opinion. For instance, I give them the clothes to wear. I give them the things to wear to cater into this role. But as actor, he didn't quite understand why. And he started to argue with that. Oh, he don't think it's for him. It's all kind of, yeah. And I had a problem, when I had an actor, there's an actor who quit, after the half-day shooting, not even get the whole role played down. When we moved to the next location, he didn't show up. So yeah, I've had all kinds of situations. I think those are the challenges I had when I doing my own movies, because I never have to deal with this kind of things, chaos and drama, when I was working
in a banker.
So this is an additional challenge for you. Being as director, you have to handle. Yeah.
How about finance? Financial part, you get all the money ready, then you start shooting, or you just working with funding together?
The fundings for
the movie. Yeah.
Well, honestly, we didn't deal with other funders for this movie. It's all from my, our own money to do it. That's why we have so many volunteers, because we really don't have enough budget to get the whole movie done. But we make it happen. That's why if without those volunteers, we can't make this happen. Because the movie is a teamwork, not just your own work. Yeah.
My question, I just curious, most of movie, they need to get all the finance ready, all the budget ready before they start shooting, or they are shooting while they fund the money.
Yeah, that's a normal project to be done.
Okay.
Yeah. If I do it in the normal way, it would never happen. Like I said, I wanted to do it in 10 years ago in a normal way. Okay, it didn't happen. It just proved to me you can't get it done in a normal way.
Okay.
And it just tells me that if you wanted to do something, you really have to make the decision to start of your own with your own. You have to convince yourself this is something I can do, I have to do, and I'm gonna do it. You have to jump in first. If you don't jump in first, be the first one to start, nobody would follow you.
So Mission
see.
Impossible.
Good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So what was your total budget? Can you say?
I paid for the food, you know, for 7 days for 60 people, right? And some of the myself not taking any, you know, nobody takes salaries. But we only paid for Richard Tyson's cost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which, you know, I cannot tell here because we had a contract with him.
Yeah.
And,
How about
and again,
you?
he was doing me a favor for this. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can say overall the whole everything,
For budget.
the location, the acting, everything included. How much was the total budget?
We had a sponsorship, okay? We had a sponsorship for the location, so we didn't pay for the location. Yeah, if you have to pay for everything, I think that, let's say put this way, this project, if you have to pay everything in full budget, it was $1 million.
Okay.
So obviously you were able to do it for less.
Yeah,
Much
a
less
lot of,
as the
because
okay.
we saved the cost. Okay, let's put it this way. Me as a director, screenwriter, actor, right? I didn't take any pay. Okay, so as Jason, so as a crew, you could calculate 60 crew members. You know, and for 7 locations, we have 8 to 10 locations, and you know, you also have to understand is we don't really go to the police office. We don't really go to the, you know, hospitals. We didn't go to that places to film.
You'll make a sense.
Yeah, if we stick to the strict plan of the movie, it needs to take at least $1 million, you know, budget.
So what kind of cameras? What kind of cameras did you use?
We use 2 4K cameras. One is a Sony D60 or D20. Yeah, that's my my cameras, guys. I have 2 camera person. One for lighting person. For this kind of movie, I think a photographer team, you need at least 5 people, because you need the sound recording, you need the lighting, you need 2 cameramen minimum. Ideal should be 3, but we use.
So do you have another project lined up, or are you looking for a project?
I have the 3 other screenplay that's ready, but you know, what I'm working on now is I trying to work out trying to find some of the fundings to like the minimum fundings to start that project, because I know it's a lot of work for the team, so I want them to be able to compensate it.
So are you going to shoot in?
Yeah, if you have we also are open to work with professional filmmakers, so we're willing to support each other. For myself, you know, I'm a director, so I could do the directing and the acting. So I did all the editings myself for this, you know. So that's also saved a lot, because you know, if you for the 2-hour movie editing, you know, you need to have at least 1 or 2 editors to work on it. One for sound, you know, just for the sound itself. You need to do the whole adjustment. You need a person to handle that, and also music. Yeah, not to mention the music. I got this music support from the the French musician.
Hmm.
Who made the music for the Star Wars trailer.
So are you going to shoot primarily in Texas, or is that
For
your
the
plan?
Yeah, some of them, not exactly every movie, because I do have a movie that's gonna shoot in Greece.
Wow.
Yeah, so because the tax incentives, the tax rebate, we can get. But yet in Dallas, my next project is called the Phoebe's Echo. It's also based on a true story. It's a suspense movie. I'm forming up that team, the crew members.
And how long is it going to be in Greece?
In Greece, that one is a bigger budget, so I have to. Yeah, for the Greece one, I'm working on the funding right now.
Okay. So you're going to do one in Texas first, or are you putting
Yeah, I
everything
mean,
off
like
to
I
do
said, I follow my schedule. I wanted to do one movie a year. So for whichever is ready to go. Yeah, for the Greece one, I definitely need some funding support for that one. So I'm not gonna move to the
Right,
Greece
right.
just to,
So your next one probably will be in Texas.
yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah,
This
okay.
one. Yeah, the Greece one is it's a romantic drama, stories. We had some very good credit directors on board, as a Oscar winner director on board, and we also have Emmy Award actor on board. So that one is more. It's more budget. It's a relatively bigger budget.
Okay.
And I think that's the minimum requirement for getting to the cinema. Some of the movies, it's more like we call that commercial movies. It's more for that, more for cinema release.
Mm-hmm. You mean to have a famous or well-known actor?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We have we have Emmy Award actors on board, and we have Oscar winner director. We directed who was the visual effect director of the Spider-Man 2. So,
May,
yeah.
May, I just curious. I'd like to know what's the most rewarding for yourself on the whole movie. What's the most rewarding part is when you're doing the movie, or when the movie out, or when you win the reward, or some other thing.
I don't get the
Did that
question.
make
Sorry.
myself? I'm interested to know what's the most rewarding part you feel by doing this production. Like this movie eventually help you win lots of reward, help you make some different things. But what's the part you enjoy most?
Oh, what I enjoy the most? The teamwork I enjoy the most, because when you work with the people that you never dealt before, it's kind of a challenge. You never know what's going to happen, right? So that's the inner fear, when you start a new project. But also, you also gain a lot of experience working with people. Because Jason knows that I'm not a very actively communicate with a lot of people. I don't even do much social networks, to be honest. I'm more like, I want to spend more time just being alone, and so I can think about things. I can think of the creation things, right? This is what I would prefer to do. But when I'm being as a director, I have to work with many, people in my team. So I think when you see that people put a trust, and it's also I feel awarded because I was being trusted by the 60 people who never met me before. And that's really amazing, you know, because then you feel like you have a lot of responsibilities that you have to make it happen, you know, because when I just give my thoughts to Jason, I told him at the beginning that I wanted to do the movie in Dallas. I was not sure if I can do that, to be honest. Now I can say that because we already finished.
How
Because
long
I
ago?
know, yeah,
How long ago
I
you said
know
that?
the script, okay, because I'm the one write the script, so I know how much of work it needs to be done for that movie, and that is really a challenge. But for him, he has no clue what he's gonna do. Like I said, yeah, no knowledge, no fear. This is what we say. So he take the job, you know, and he keep it going, you know. I think I'm really, if me, you know, I don't know what to say. If I was in his position,
Don't want to do
and
it.
I probably won't take that job, right? So, and then we did it, and that's the part that I enjoy the most because we really together we create a miracle. You know, we create a miracle. You can't even though for now you can't find those people back for the things. You know,
And
it's
the
even really
energy.
hard to keep the voice down, right? You can't possibly find those people back again. It's never gonna happen.
So the team is not there anymore. They gone already. All those
Because
character
they come from
actors.
everywhere. You know, the cast, the crew who was not even in the movie business. You know, they came to
Okay.
help. So they have their own job to do. Okay, so you can't possibly find those people back. Even though for the same work, same position. Like I said, we have problem. That's why we had a problem finding those cast back to give their voice redone. It was not that easy.
It's hard to get another person, for example, two main actors. It's hard to switch their roles because the character May just wrote in the screenplay is exactly the actor he was acting. So if you switch, you cannot do it. And also for the two main actresses, it's hard to switch them because the
He
character
was basically
different.
saying, you know, everybody, you know, although they were not professional actors before, but everybody fits their role perfect. It's their personalities and how they present. They know how to present themselves, their own role, and it was perfect match for their role. Their appearance, you know, shows in the movie. Yeah, it's just
So
perfect match.
so who pick up those actor and actress?
We have a casting director. It's not actually director, but it's some people that are willing to help. So we have the organizer of those volunteer actors. So I will review them. They will let me do the final decision. Okay. So when I talk with them, we had an online audition for the big group, for the first group and second group, you know, audition. So I will review everybody's. They will have to act or read the, you know, the screenplay, a paragraph. Yeah, so I know what their acting skill is, you know, and what role they will be fitting in. So I have the picture of all the roles that I need. So I would just put them in the right position. Like Jason, when I look at him and when he talks, I already know that he will be good at playing, you know, that director's role. Yeah. So yeah, it's like it's
I was
already
the
in my.
best choice.
You have to, because there's no way he can play somebody else because they're not the professional actors, right? You can't make them to be somebody else. Yeah. So it have to come from their natural capabilities.
The whole preparation take how long?
Hope.
From the beginning until the finish. I know you say you're shooting in 1 week, but start from the preparation or start with when you start to write the script.
Oh,
How long altogether for the preparation?
for the preparation, except the screenplay, okay? Because when I get the script, before production, we have to turn that into the filming schedule. The filming schedule is you have to decide what location you have to go for the first day and what location you go for the second day and for the 7-day schedule. So you have to make the schedule, take all the scenes that to be done in this one location and put them together. Yeah, so we did that work before. It's paperwork, like it's the same amount of work like you, not as writing the script, but you have to go through all the script and choose, all the scenes at the same location and put them together. We had that long Excel sheets for everybody, to take a reference, and that's how the work to be done. And because of this preparation work, it includes everybody's role. So everybody has a screenplay and the shooting schedule, so they know where to go and what to say. Everyone. So you don't have to really tell them, oh, this is what you need to say on site. So I just need to focus on directing. So everybody knows their job, what their job is when they arrive there. So I think the scheduling work is very important. So we almost, the total scene is like 120 paragraph scenes. So we, on average, every day we have to film 20 to 30 scenes. That's a lot. You work 8 hours, let's say, for 8 hours, one location for 10 to 20 shots, it's a lot. So that's why when the Hollywood producer, the Richard Tyson's got an assistant who came, they don't believe that I can finish in 1 week. They said, I never see things like that before. They on set, yeah. Again, like I said, we also skipped some of the part. There were more to film, but we didn't film the whole thing. Like I said, we can't possibly shoot Hong Kong, scene. We have to use some footage. Yeah, so before I start the film, I already prepared the footage, additional footage I'm going to use. So I already know what other footages I have to match the scenes that we're going to film and put them together. So you have to have the whole picture in your mind before you start to film. And that is the challenging part for most people. And it is because for the script, I wrote it 10 years ago. So I have very clear idea on what each scene says, what even the conversation, so I can film without the script on site. When we are doing the filming, there was a person that are responsible writing the scenes, and making the record, and then give me the script for the next and prepare for the next scene location. You have to move, that's the organizing, the location organizer. You need that person to take care. But sometimes when they're switching their roles on doing the shift, sometimes they lose the script on the last location. So I don't have a script on my hand. Nobody give me the script. So I just have to, deal with. But from my memories, I know what are these for, and it is because I made that schedule. So I know clearly what is to be done in that location.
In other words, when you start, you have a whole picture already. You kind of know what's our outcome should be.
So that's how we had made mistakes, but that we are able to fix it in time. Sometimes when we, let's say we needed 2 policemen, okay, but they didn't show up. The one that wants to play that's supposed to play the role of policeman, they don't show up. So we end up have to make decision to change another person to play the policeman's role, and that happens, And sometimes because the change of the locations, the location we choose is not always follow our schedule. So we have to make a compromise because we are borrowing their place. We're not actually paying them, right? So you have to cater to the location's owner, their schedule, whether or not their availability to give you to use. So that kind of, mess up our schedule. So sometimes, let's say we are ready to film this scene, and we prepare the clerks and officemen and the people, the group of people that are supposed in this office scene, and then we end up couldn't use it. Then we have to move on to the next scene, next location, and get the next group of people ready. That's the challenging part. But if you don't have the whole picture, me as a director, I need to make decisions when those challenges happens. You have to make decision whether or not you want to wait for this location to be available, or you want to move on to the next scene and then come back. Sometimes when this people doesn't show up in time, do you need to wait for him, or do you want to change to another person? So this is the kind of decision you have to make. This location and this person is not available at all. What are you gonna do? So we have to stick to our schedule. So don't mess up with our plan because of those things. That's the challenge for me. Being as a director, you have to make the right decision in time.
Thank you.
I just have
okay.
one quick question. So, do you have a regular team, and are you looking for additional team members? And is there a place we can go and like conference about it?
Oh yeah, we do need more people, of course, because like I said, we wanted to be able to get the best quality of the movie we do it here. So I would like to learn more about the background, your background, if you're willing to be part of our team. Let's see what you're good at, what you have done, and what part of the role you would like to take.
Okay.
So I maybe find the position for you.
Okay, so where do I give all that information?
You can send the email to me, which I shared in the.
I did some writing, I did some acting, has helped in the film industry. So, all right, thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for joining us. So we will have a monthly movie shows in Dallas, in Frisco, and if everyone will give us the contact information, like emails, we will keep you posted, and we will send our new events information to you later.